Hello everyone. Uh, as you can see, I have a different background that will probably change throughout the future of these videos. But that's not why I'm here. I am here to talk about Wonder Woman. And I am very happy with how they handled Diana, Wonder Woman. Um, they they made her feel important. I mean, obviously she is, because she's part of the Trinity of DC. That includes like Batman and Superman, and her are like the gods among men. I mean, Batman is a person. He's a human with no powers, but he's filthy rich. That's essentially a superpower. Um, I there's just if you're not oh okay, I'll say this. If you're not a fan of comic books, I feel like you can still get something out of this movie. If if you have a daughter or a niece or I don't know, an aunt who I don't know, take your mom, I don't know. But like I feel like every young girl should see this movie because they wrote Diana of Themyscira as one of the strongest female leads I've probably ever seen in a movie. Um, the the directing by Patty Jenkins, it's not like it's not anything special as far as like camera angles and camera tricks that they do, but what they do to perfection. Um, the fight scenes in this movie are incredible. Some of the best that I've seen since like the Batman scene in Batman vs Superman, where he takes down 24 guys on his own. Um, the the attention to detail that they that they used in this movie is spectacular. Like the wardrobes were incredible. Like every Amazon on Themyscira had an individualized headpiece that they would wear, and it signifies different things. Like Hippolyta is Diana's mother, and she is the queen of the Amazons, and her headdress is symbolic of that. It's like gold, and it like interweaves itself. It has like horns, and it comes down on their chins. It's really cool. And then all the warriors have like um, they kind of look like Spartan helmets, except it's just a headband, and then it comes down to like here. But like every rank in that um, on that island, and the warriors have their own headpiece, and it's incredible. Like I said, the attention to detail is incredible. I love that when when they're on Themyscira, it is a paradise, and the lighting and the atmosphere of Themyscira reflects that. I mean, obviously you have like a remote island shrouded by a magic bubble, and it's constantly summer with gorgeous weather and gorgeous women everywhere. But they don't see it as paradise. Well, they do, but at the same time, they know potentially that the villain of this movie, Ares, can come back at any time. Um, they, I love how they juxtapositioned Themyscira and London. When she first moves from Themyscira into London, she wakes up in the middle of London, and she's like, "Where are we?" And Chris Pine's character, Steve Trevor, says, "Welcome to London," and she's like, "It's hideous," and Steve's like, "Yeah, it's not for everyone," and it's just all like dreary and gray, and like it's in the it's movie set during World War I, so it's all like just clouds everywhere, overcast skies, like what you would think is typical England weather. Um, there's, gosh, this is one of those movies where I'm trying to pick out single threads in my mind where I want to take it, but like there's just so many to talk about. Um, this this version of Wonder Woman is what I think Wonder Woman is in my head. Like if someone said describe your version of Wonder Woman, this is my version of Wonder Woman. She is a badass Amazon warrior who saves the world, who does the right thing, which in the Injustice universe is a completely different story. It's an Elseworld story, thankfully, because her version of Wonder Woman's awful. Um, like I said, the wardrobe is incredible. They also juxtapositioned Wonder Woman's suit with the world that she was in. Like every time she has her suit on, it's brightly lit, like a deep red, deep blue, and deep golds against this dreary gray and dark, dark grays and blacks. There's a particular scene where she and her posse, which is made up of Chris Pine playing Steve Trevor, let's see, Syed Tagmawi. I butchered that name. That's awful. I'm sorry. But he plays Samir. Ewan Bremner plays Charlie, the Irish guy. I love his character. He was awesome. And Eugene Braverock plays Chief. I also love Chief. Chief was sweet. They go into the trenches on the front line, and she's like, "Why is everyone in the trenches? Like, why aren't they fighting?" And I mean, it's World War One. It was trench warfare. Nobody gained an inch as far as fronts were concerned. No one crossed into no man's land, and that's just how things were. Like, they would just lob artillery shells, call it a day. So she's like, well, if you're not going to do something, then I will. So she has this black cloak on. And by the way, I've noticed that in every review I wear black shirts. So, keeping the streak alive. She tells Steve Trevor, like, if you're not going to do something, then I will. And she has, like, this black overcoat on, and like she, like, turns around for a second, and, like, it's kind of an awkward shot. She has, like, her back to the camera, and she has her head down. She's, like, shaking her head, and you can see her hands come up, and then I felt like they left that shot in a little too long. It was a weird edit. But she turns around to the camera, and she has her tiara on, her headpiece, and she turns to go up the ladder, and she drops her cloak on, and it's her in the suit, and you can see, like, shots of the armor, shots of her, like, boots and her gauntlets as she's, like, climbing up the ladder, and then she gets to the top, and then she, like, pops out, and she just stands there, like, all majestic. The shot's so cool. And then it's the shot from the trailer where a sniper takes a shot at her, and it goes into bullet time, and times and space slow down, and she, like, sees the bullet and, like, ricochets off of her bracers. And then that happens a lot. She just charges forward at the German front and just deflecting bullets left and right. She pulls her shield out, and, like, there's an awesome shot in the trailer where she's getting pelted with machine gun fire, but she has her shield up. And then that whole sequence was awesome. The front scene, and then the scene right after that where they take the little town of Veld is insane. Like I said, the fight scenes are incredible. There's a scene where she takes out probably it's 2 rooms, probably 20 Germans, 10 in each room, and she just carves through them like butter. Not like kills them, carves through them, but like takes them out with no problem. And this movie makes it evident, very evident, that she is a god. She is her backstory. If you don't know, Diana was originally sculpted out of clay by her mother Apalta, and during the revolt of Ares, I guess. Ares is the god of war and the son of Zeus. Ares kills Zeus, and with Zeus's last, like, strength he has left, he sends a lightning bolt down and animates the clay baby, thus bringing life to Diana. It's a really cool story. Um, those segments are really cool too. They do kind of like a story setup where they show the Greek gods and like how the mascara was made and things like that. It dives into Greek lore and stuff. Um, where was I? The fight scene. Yeah. She also flips a tank, which was awesome. She just picks it up and just throws it into a building. It was awesome. Um, I, like I said, I love this movie for so many reasons, and they're for the right reasons, thankfully. This isn't one of those movies where, like Batman vs Superman, like if I would have did a review, I would have pointed out flaws, but to me, I can't find any in Wonder Woman. Now, this is after sleeping on it for a night and then not seeing it numerous times, so I'll probably go see it again, and then maybe my thoughts will change. But as of right now, it's not a perfect movie, but it is a perfect Wonder Woman movie, which is fantastic because this is a step in the right direction for the DC Extended Universe. If you watched Batman vs Superman and wondered where Wonder Woman got her like ferocity and her relentlessness when she fights, which I did, like, man, I wonder, like, during the Doomsday fight especially, like, Doomsday shoves her and she like gets knocked back and lands on her hands and knees, and she looks up and like shakes her head and gives a grin and grabs her sword and just keeps fighting. Like, this is so cool. Like, oh my gosh, everything about this movie is great. It's I will say it's the first act on Themyscira is kind of slow, but it is important. It's crucial to the plot. I don't want to spoil a whole lot. I mean, I'm kind of bad at that. But yeah, if you have young girls in your life, take them to see this movie. It is a great example of a female role model in today's society, and I'm happy to say that I love it. Yeah, I'll stick with that. I love it. It's a great movie. I'll probably see it again this weekend and then next week again. I'm just very, very happy where the DC Extended Universe is heading. This is a movie directed by a female, in Patty Jenkins, and has a female lead in Gal Gadot. You just don't hear that very often in today's film industry, and I'm glad that it's Wonder Woman. So yeah, that kind of wraps things up. If I have anything else, I still need to do a Power Rangers revisit. That's bad, since that came out last month. Oy vey. So yeah, I'll probably, actually, you know what? The Power Rangers revisit, I'll do that when the Blu-ray comes out, because I'm going to get that. I think the Blu-ray comes out June 23rd, I believe. I think that sounds right, yeah. So when that comes out, I'll review these guys. Not these guys. Because these guys, in my eyes, are perfect. And this guy, Kylo Ren, and Batgirl. Will hopefully Green Lantern will be great too. But yeah, that's my time, guys. Wonder Woman's good. It's good. Go see it. Go see it. Have fun. Enjoy yourself.